Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper coming to you from Schravenzand, the Netherlands. However, in this global monthly video hop, I'm coming to you as a Canadian demonstrator. And I am in Europe as well, so you can order from me or join my team in either market, which is pretty awesome. Today's theme is giftables, gift packaging. So I have a really cute little bag in a box, and I was inspired by two special people in my life. Carolyn Vander Straten, who gave me a beautiful pillow gift with a bag in a box, and this latest one I got from Micah de Ritter Sack, who used the Scotty. So let's take a look, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make this. Now, remember, this is a global video hop. So be sure to go into the description and click on all the links because there's lots of talented demonstrators from all around the world making pretty packaging for you this month, which is of course perfect for December because yes, you have a lot of paper and yes, you might be giving some gifts. So combine your love of paper crafting and turn your supplies into beautiful little gifts. All right, let's take a peek. So I'm using the Christmas Scotty, and this is the little bag that I am using as my inspiration. So I measured the bottom, and I've come up with this. So to make the bottom box, you want a piece that's 4 inches by 2.5, scored at 1/2 inch on all sides. Now I have to say, you can use your paper trimmer for scoring, but it's better if you use your scoring tool, which I will get in a minute. So we're first going to cut this at 4 inches by 2.5. And I've got a couple made already, like the bottom part, but I want to show you how to do this. So now we're going to get our scoring tool in, and it's quite a big thing. So here it is, and it has inches here, but I do have a piece that goes in that does it in. You can get an insert for centimeters as well. So, and at the bottom, it has a section that holds your scoring. Now, the reason you want to use this tool, or that you would prefer to, you can't have everything, I realize that, so you get a deeper score. So we're going to the 1/2 inch mark, and I'm using my broader point. There's a skinny one too, but I like using the bigger one. Oh, and it's moving, but that's okay. So a 1/2 inch on all sides. You get better accuracy using this and you get a deeper score. You know what? I should have gone to this line and I don't know if I did that on the other one. It's just inside the mark that you need. So I'm hoping I did it right. We're going to find out. If not, I have a couple extras that I can use. It's tricky on that skinny little one, but here we have it and it looks like I did a good job. So the other thing we want to do is make a little score from the corner to here. And I'm kind of eyeballing it, and I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, but yeah, it's working. We used to have a plate that you could get, and it was called the diagonally scored, and we don't sell it anymore. So, and the reason I'm doing this is there's two ways to do these corners. You can also cut them if you prefer, but then you have a little more work and a little more wiggle room for error, okay? So now, whenever you make a little box, you need to have your bone folder. Super important to give a good, strong crease on each score line. And what I like about this little box is you can make the measurements any size you want for the bottom and then just add an inch to this, and then you've got a 1/2 inch on either side. So now for these little corners, what you do is just push up in here and go like so. And then you have this little triangle. And you just put a little bit of adhesive in the middle and on one side, and you tuck all the corners in. Okay? And so you do that on all 4 sides. Now I'm going to show you the alternative. So I've done it in black here, and then I've just cut the little tabs. So then you're going to tuck them in, but you want to make sure that you don't go too far. So you want to make sure that your top edges are level. So you can do that as well. So either way, I like to use liquid adhesive because it's less hassle. So what I do for this one is just put a little bit in and hold it till it's there. A little bit sometimes leaks out. Just give your fingers a little rub. And actually, this went onto both right away. A little bit in here. And hold it. And then you want to tuck a little bit in here as well, just on one side. And you do that on all 4 sides here. And you see you have a little bit of ooze. It's kind of messy. And just rub it. So I did all the corners on the little gray box, so it's done. And so to do the one on the black, just a little bit of adhesive, tuck in the flap, and just, whoops, make sure that your top edges are even. Hold it for a bit. You could put a little clothespin on there too if you wanted to. And you don't need to see me doing this on all 4 sides. There. So we're going to do that, and then so now comes the fun part. Now, what you didn't know, that off camera I was going crazy looking for my tear and tape. I went everywhere, up and down the stairs. I was turning my craft room upside down, and it was on the floor beside my desk. So anyway, this is important. We are going to be using this country gingham paper, I think it's called. It's either called country gingham or cottage gingham, but it's in the Holiday Mini. And what I'm doing is I'm going to cut my strips at 4 inches by 12. And the reason is that I can get 3 of these bags in a box from each 12 by 12 sheet. But depending on what you want to put in your bag, that's going to determine how high you want to make this part. So I have to say that mine is just a smidgen higher. It's just about a ½ an inch higher than Micah's. So what we do is I can choose whether I take the black or the gray. I'm going to take the gray, and we're going to put some tear and tape all the way along the bottom. So there we go. We want to get it as close to the bottom as possible, because then we'll get the best seal. So, and then you can just tear it. And now I'm not always the most I don't always think straight when it comes to these things. So if I start on this side, then this will be my last side. So I need to put adhesive on this piece. So hopefully I'll still do that correctly when it comes to making the bag. So just push your finger right to the end and then tear. And then I see I have a wee little piece sticking up, but we can just fold that over later. So I'm going to only just make sure that's really nice and tight on there. You can use your bone folder for this part too, here. And do not use your bone folder as a screwdriver, because you will break it like I did. Okay, so don't do that. Take your pick tool, I just call it the pokey tool, and then just get under there a little bit. That's easier than using your fingernails. So just take that backing off, just the one, leave the other one. And now we're going to flip it. We're going to take our little box, and I want to start in the middle. Like so. And then I'm just going to wrap it around my box. Here. Oh, you want to make sure you go straight. That's kind of important. Give it a nice press. I'm going to go around the other side. There. Press as you go. You can even lay it down on your table and give it a nice press on all the sides just to make sure it's nice and sturdy. And then we're going to do this side there. And I mean, you're not making a house, but you want to see. And now for our last one, and I don't know if I went too far. I could have trimmed this down further, because I'm actually going around a little bit. I was being lazy. So I could have cut this to 11 inches. When your box is smaller, you won't need the full 12. So for my second one, I'll probably cut it down a little bit. But I don't want to cut now because I have glue on here already. So now I'm going to take the last piece off. I'm going to try using my fingernails and show you that it doesn't work very well. Oh, it did. It did. So now we want to just press it down. Keep going. Oh, and it went a little bit crooked, but oh well. And then just finish it up on this side and then press all the way. And then we just go like this squeeze, and we punch a hole on the top. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then because this overlapped a little bit, well, you know what? You don't even see it when it's on. And I went a little bit funny there as well. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and just trim that off a little bit. It's not the end of the world, but if you're a perfectionist, it's really going to bug you. Anyway, that's good enough. Good enough for me. Take your hole punch and give it a punch a little ways down. You want it to be strong. That goes through all the edges, so now we can, I'm just gonna, that's kind of cute with that. Micah used red and black together. You could do that. And now I want to make my tag, so I'm going to just put this through for a minute in preparation. I mean, you want to put whatever you're putting in there first before you tie it shut. And then I thought I used my layering circles dies. This is the Sweet Season paper, this polka dot. Sweet Season paper with the stripes on the back. And then just a piece of basic black cardstock. And let me take a peek here. That way you can see it. I have the layering circles dies, and I used this. Well, you know what? You can make them as big as you want. I use this big one here. So it's the biggest of the second set. And I think my other one is laying on the, oh no, that's it, right here. So the second biggest on both sets, okay? So we're gonna just glue those together. And actually, I'm not gonna tie it as a tag. I'm going to just adhere it to the bag. So I'll tell you why I was getting a little mixed up, because I've made a few of these and there's two different ways to do it. So I will share a link to my video. I have a video that shows you how to make a puffy Scotty dog. Let me just, you know what? Let me zoom in on him. I used puff paint to make a Scotty dog. And rather than do it twice, you know what? The zooming, oh yeah, there. Now you can see it a little bit better. It's really adorable. And it's very flexible too, which is really nice. It's fun. He's really cute. And then for the eye, I used the matte black dots. Okay, and that is number 154284. So let's put our, and these are called special snowflakes. I thought it was kind of funny that they called them special snowflakes. I think they're special because one side is iridescent and one side isn't. And I don't want the iridescent side today. I want to scare off my Scotty. And I kind of want the snowflake to go off the edge a little bit. I think that's fun. And I want to pop up. Do I want to pop up my Scotty? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Okay, we'll pop up the Scotty. I'm just looking for some dimensionals. And then I've added a cute little touch at the end that I thought was fun because it's a fun and playful set, the Christmas Scotty. It is retiring, so by the time you watch this video, I'm hoping it's not sold out. The punch is going to be 30% off. I can't get the backing off. There we go. So we're going to put the Scotty dog about like so. And then look, there's a little woof. Isn't that so cute? So we're going to add a little bit of adhesive here. And then there. Woof. So we can tie this shut, and I think it might be fun to add a piece of red as well. Let's see, do we want more red? Yeah, we're going to get some red ribbon and run it through at the same time. So I took a piece of red ribbon too. This is just a double stitched satin ribbon. I think it might be from last year. I don't know. Stampin' Up! Always has some type of red ribbon in their holiday mini or in the annual. So it doesn't matter really which one you have. But it is really lovely ribbon. And I'm just tying it. I'm not sure if I want to tie it in a bow. I'm not sure if my black was long enough. Well, you know what? It is. So we'll leave it. But I actually think that a tie might be nicer. I'm not going to tie a bow. There's a time for a bow and there's a time for not a bow. And I hate to waste ribbon, but I'm going to. I'm just going to trim it down a little bit like so. And there. And now we're going to put the Scotty dog on here. I'm sorry, I've got it zoomed in so bad. You guys are probably, and it's not focusing very well. Technology isn't always your best friend. Okay, that looks really cute. And I think I might want to pop it up on the sides to give me just a little bit. I'm going to use black poppers here, and I'm going to put like 5 on. I find that the black dimensionals are really soft and flexible, which is helpful when you're putting them on a bag. So I don't usually put this many dimensionals on a project. I'm not usually so generous, but because this is a bag, I don't want it to fall off. That would not be fun. And I should not maybe have tied it shut yet, because it's good to put your fingers in the inside to give it a little bit of stability so you can give it a squeeze. So I'm going to show you a couple other of examples, and I just think this is super cute and easy. It's my kind of box. I have made a couple with retired paper. I don't know if you remember this paper from last year. It was a celebration paper, and then so this is also made with the tags. These are called celebration tags. I'll put them in the link. They are also retiring. And see, you can also choose with your box at the bottom to start your paper halfway up. With this box, I used a 1-inch score line. So I've got a 1-inch edge all the way around. And that way you have a little bit more room, a little bit more stability. You could put a big Bath and Body Works shower gel or body cream in here. This section is 8.5 inches high. See, it's so big that I can even zoom out a little bit more, that the camera doesn't quite capture the whole thing. If I put them side by side, you can see the difference. See how little that guy is compared to my big one? And then here is another Scotty dog one. So here he is with the bow, and that snowflake here that you see, it's also from the celebration tags. So there you have it. May your days be furry and bright. I hope that you have a fantastic Christmas. I hope that you loved my bags in a box. Do I have Caro's here? No, I don't have hers handy, so I can't show you. She made one with a beautiful vellum snowflakes. You know what? I'm going to find it for you. Okay, so I found Caro's bag, which is here. Look how nice that is. The other ones. So she used I don't even know what set this is from. Christmas Critters, maybe? And it looks really nice in vellum. And she used crumb cake and then this so succulent satin ribbon. So you can do that as well. This is actually what inspired me in the first place. And then here is the Celebrate with Tags that is going to retire. So the stamp set is great. I'm not sure if the stamp set is retiring, but the dies are. And this is the one that I used for the tag. This one, so it folds in half. So you can write inside the tag, and it's got a beautiful stitched scalloped edge, a little banner, a heart. This is that really pretty snowflake. It's also stitched. You've got candles, a balloon, a stitched rectangle, and that stitched rectangle actually cuts an opening in this big pocket tag. So that's really great. You've got a stitched circle, a mitten, a heart, another banner, and then this one cuts some little little holes to, I don't know, just for interest, I guess. That's the only one I haven't used yet. So anyway, I hope that you found this inspiring. I'm going to switch it over here. And like I said, this is part of the Global Monthly Video Hop, so be sure to check underneath in the description of the video for all the links and hop on over. And we love it when you leave comments. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and share if you like on Pinterest or Facebook. I don't think you can share on Instagram. I don't think that works. But and subscribe to my channel, and you'll make me a very happy squirrel. Have a super day. Bye.